Welcome back to No Bias Hoops. Today I'm going to be talking about the San Antonio Spurs and how far I think they can make it this season with Victor Wembanyama, with Chris Paul, and with Stephon Castle. They're in an interesting situation. They signed the 40-year-old Chris Paul veteran, and they also drafted Stephon Castle, and that's why I'm wondering, is it like a mentorship? I think Castle should start, but we'll see how the season goes on. Obviously, Chris Paul didn't sign there to come off the bench. They added Harrison Barnes for free in the DeMar DeRozan trade, and that was an interesting pickup. I'm sure he'll start too because he had a no-trade clause, I believe, and he wouldn't have waived it just to come off the bench. So I think they're in a good position. Wembanyama's been amazing for France this year, and I think he'll only get better. And with him not being injured, people say the West is stacked, and it is. But there's 4 really good teams: OKC, Minnesota, Dallas, and Denver. And then there's, from New Orleans down, there's Phoenix, Golden State, LA. Those teams are good, but are they really good? We're not really sure. Houston, what will happen with them? And that's why I think the Spurs could make the playoffs this season. But it's going to depend on how good Wemby is. Chris Paul and Wemby could be elite together. And if some of their other guys take leaps, like a Blake Wesley or a Jeremy Sohan, they could be really good next year, but I'm not sure. Should they make a Lowry Markkanen trade? I think the answer to that is yes. Yes, he's 28, but I think he's going to be good for a while. There's a high asking price, but Wemby, Lowry, Chris Paul, and then their young core that they have could be really good. Devin Vassell is really good. Keldon Johnson is one of the better role players in the league. And put together, that team could really make some noise in the West this year. Now, when it comes to Zach LaVine, I'm not really sure. Probably not, just because of the contract. But if you can get him for free, do you maybe do that? I'm not sure. I think the ship has sailed on Lowry. He wants to be with the Jazz. And I feel like if there was a trade, it would have happened. He has to be traded on the 6th. After that, he's going to get extended. He won't be able to be traded, and probably won't even be able to be traded at the trade deadline. So, I don't know. We'll see on the Spurs, but I think they're one of the more interesting teams. I don't have a lot to talk about right now, so that's why I picked the Spurs, just because they're intriguing. So, anyways, check out my other videos, like, subscribe, and see you next time on No Bias Hoops.